Proud to reach this landmark of 100 games for this special club. So kudos to Kenan Karaman. He's been our talisman this season. Every season it seems like that he's here. He is starting to go down in terms of historical and best captains in the 2000s. Now we got to talk about Kenan Karaman. Makes his 100th appearance for the Royal Blues. The captain didn't have a full game, did he? He only played 45 minutes. However, it was a very distinct, very captain-like performance from him in the 45 minutes that he played. Obviously, gets a penalty opportunity late in the first half. Ball goes into the box. I think it was Valentevich, or maybe it was Karaman who got the header. Cleared off the line. Great save. I don't know who. I think it was the defender or maybe the goalie he's made the save. Katic going in for the header. Defender kicks him right in the face. Clear penalty, stonewall penalty. Karaman picks it up. All the pressure in the world. Game is tied 0-0. You're the captain. It's your 100th appearance. You have the defenders chirping in your face. It's a lot of pressure. Cool as ice. Puts it away. 1-0. Gives us the lead going into halftime. Did everything we asked of him in just 45 minutes. He's consistently reliable, especially the last 2 years, 3 years that we've had him. Over the last couple of years, prior to this year, it was pretty much all Kenan Karaman. He really had no help. This year, he's got a little bit more help. Yes, Silla had a bunch of goals early in the season last year, first half. But second half, it really was nothing else. And so we relied on Karaman to kind of save us in the second half of the season. And then this year, he's got other people around him starting to score some goals now, which is nice. He's still the league leader or team leader in terms of goals. He got 6 goals now, I think, on the season, which is kind of crazy that our 2 leading scorers are Silla and Karaman combined 10 goals, the 2 leading goal scorers in the league. Lidberg and the guy from Elfersberg each have 11. So we're not scoring many goals, but it doesn't matter. If you're not giving up any, you don't have to score many. But Kenan Karaman's been consistent in his leadership, whether it's his rah-rah speeches before and after and during games, whether it's his clutch goals, whether his Messi-like moves that he makes during games. We rely on him so heavily, and he's come through so many times, and getting that 100th goal was important. I don't know if he got injured or they're being safe. I think maybe he probably picked up a little injury and they want to be cautious and get him out of there. He's our probably most important player, at least, if nothing else, with his leadership, and get him out of there and bring in Lasma really early. So I haven't seen anything yet that says that he's otherwise. So I'm just taking it they're being very precautious and resting him. He much needed rest. He came off through a big injury in the off season. And so you wanna save his legs we need him all season long. So, but his work rate, his output, it's irreplaceable emotional leader right now. He doesn't need to play a full game. He's becoming absolutely irreplaceable. But he keeps this up. Who knows? We may be talking about one of the better captains we've had. Certainly in the 2000s. Obviously, there's lots of good ones, right? Hovides probably takes the cake in the 2000s, but Karaman, man, he's just writing himself a name for himself with this club, which is amazing to see. And he did it against his former team too, Dusseldorf. He was with Dusseldorf many years ago. So, but nonetheless, Kenan Karaman, fantastic performance. I mean, he can't say much more about him. Every week he's doing something for us. So let's knock on wood. Hopefully he isn't injured and it's just a precaution to take him out there. But excited that he got us in the lead and we didn't need him for the whole 90. But that first goal was massive for us. We did talk about it is Kenan Karaman's 100th appearance in the game, and Schalke obviously had a nice little design for him, a little graphic there for him. Good to see. They also made a nice video of this. I don't know if you got to see this, Jack, but they made a little video of Kenan Karaman from this season, which is nice here. It's a minute. We're going to play it real quick, and I think it's English and German. I think English subtitles, so for everybody else.
Da kommt sind wir!
Ich fühle mich einfach sehr glücklich, sehr, sehr glücklich. Mein erstes Tor auf Schalke in der Arena, im Derby. Das war ein Gänsehautmoment, ne? Das war auch, sage ich mal, ein Knackpunkt, was sich danach in meiner Person vieles in Positive entwickelt hat. Hat irgendwie alles gepasst, wie auf Schalke.
obviously this brilliant goal here.
Wenn die Arena bei jedem Tor so bebt, das ist das Geilste für einen Stürmer.
Kenan Karaman, Karaman, Kenan Karaman, Kenan Karaman, Karaman, Kenan Karaman.
Okay, so having a good time with Kenan Karaman there. It's funny because you look at the montage of all the different plays for him and a lot of the penalty goals. He does step up and take penalties. He converts a lot of them, so he deserves some of them. But it's just it's a good video there, a good package there by Shaka.
The thing that's so funny to me is like obviously that the goal video they showed at the end is like from the recent match. Like it's like one of the more recent ones he scored. But like as far as non-penalty Karaman goals go, that's actually like kind of the template for like what I think of when I think of a Kenan Karaman goal, which is like he inexplicably has like 3 or 4 deft touches inside a telephone box, like somehow, like where he randomly goes into like Bundesliga 2 Messi mode and like pulls off some like ridiculous finish. Yeah, and he's had like several of those over the years, which is crazy. And we had talked about the one against the other week, another good one. So but 100 appearances, it's crazy that's already been that many. So I guess it goes quickly when you have this many games in a season, I suppose. But glad he didn't leave a couple years ago. Sometimes there's been discussions in the summers. So I'm glad he stuck around, and obviously he's been a huge locker room presence and leader and setting the example, which is always important. And it's clear that he has feelings for the club and a relationship with the fans and everything. So.
Yeah, in fact, this summer he told Baumann when he joined on board, he said, "Look, I love this club, but I can't be part of another losing season. I said, we need to be a team that's going to fight for something. That's all I want to be part of." And sure enough, him and the club are going high. And he had some nice words on Twitter. It says 100 games for this club, 100 times fighting for these colors. Yesterday was something special. Celebrating this anniversary with a victory makes it even sweeter, or makes it better. Thank you, Schalke, for every moment, every cheer, every challenge. So really cool to see. He even says, proud to reach this landmark of 100 games for this special club. So kudos to Kenan Karaman. He's been our talisman this season. Every season it seems like that he's here. And I talked about this on Monday. He is starting to go down in terms of historical in the 2000s. I'm talking about as one of the better captains. He's not Benedict Hovius. I'm not saying that, but he's starting to get his name as for his longevity and big moments. He's getting up there, Jack, in terms of best captains in the 2000s. At least in my opinion.
No, I think he has to. He's been with the club through some really difficult periods and stuck with us despite that, and has had some huge goals and huge moments. So, no, I think you have a deep respect for anybody that's kind of like with you in some of the darker days and everything. So yeah, I appreciate Kenan Karaman for that for sure.